So we brought you on because
I want to
you
get to
are
teas.
well, yeah, I'll make you some tea, of course, obviously, but for main reason being you're such a community kind of a builder, I would say. You know, you're connector. Plus, like, you're always out there helping your neighbors. You know, such a good neighbor, and yeah, we're thrilled having you as a neighbor. And
how many podcasts invite their neighbor on? This is nice.
Well, yeah, and it's like their neighbor have to be someone who is, have something interesting to say, I guess.
It's like every time Brian talks about when he was house hunting, I looked at all these houses, all these people. I'm so glad he picked our house, the house on our block.
No, that's
Did I ever tell you the story though? Because you guys were out working on yours and you had scaffolding up, so I was like, okay. Good signs. I was always looking for like signs of
I do remember
and then that's improving.
But the funny thing is, Mike, another neighbor up the block, right, had scaffolding up, and I thought, oh wow, 2 houses on the same little tiny half block, both renovating. And it's funny that he still hasn't completed his renovation.
9 years later.
Yeah, it's like such a slow process. I was like, okay, well, maybe the whole scaffolding thing isn't a
But there's been
not tried and true.
But like Rick painted his house.
Yeah, we got a lot.
And the house right across from us got all fixed up, and even Megan's house got fixed up before she bought it.
Yeah, just seeing people investing in their area is nice because it's not just like rental homes with absent landlords or stuff like that. You can tell like everyone on this block pretty much cares for their house and cares for their neighborhood in some degree, I believe.
Yeah. So what do you think that having a tea house in the neighborhood contributes to the neighborhood? Do you think it has any positive impact?
It must, right? Yeah.
I wonder, also
how many people walk? Do you ever ask? Do you ever have a survey that says did you drive here? Did you walk here?
We definitely get people that are in the neighborhood.
We definitely ask people, how did you find out about us?
People either Google us and find us and drive here, or they have walked by and they make a point to come back when we're open.
Okay. Because that must be a big point. And you guys are next to a park, so it's I wonder how many people bring their kids to the park and go, oh, that's a business? I'm going to go check that out.
Very few come check it out.
Really? Oh.
I feel like that's a missed opportunity.
So this is called the Sencha Kyoto Cherry Rose.
Okay.
It's a sencha with rose petals and cherry flavoring. And
am I going to be
This was one
ignorant?
of our OG teas. This was at the restaurant, wasn't it?
It was at the restaurant.
This is one of the original 10.
10,
12.
I'm excited for this
So it's one of the ones Michelle picked, I think.
Yeah.
Back in the day.
Every time I make an order with these, I'm like, one day I'm going to try you.
That one is, it smells really, really good, hey? It's always intriguing to...
It does, yeah.
Can I be ignorant and ask what a sencha is?
It's a type of leaf.
It's a type of leaf, and it's, I think, a type of processing. I was actually reading up on it.
I kind of know that there's, obviously green teas. And then there's black teas, and then there's gray teas. Is that a mix of green and black tea or something?
I've never heard of gray tea.
Oh. Maybe I'm making that up.
But I believe sencha is a type of processing that happens it's a Japanese type of processing.
Ooh.
There is red tea, yellow tea, white teas, oolongs.
Oh, maybe it's white tea.
Oolong is between green and black, I think, a little bit. No?
Really good.
What do you think? Oolong is between green and black?
It sort of, yeah. It's closer to green to me.
Where's oolong fermented? Which ones are the fermented teas?
Oolong and pu'er.
Pu'er is fermented. Some oolong is fermented. I don't think all oolong. Is all oolong fermented?
Because you know how it comes all sometimes rolled in pebbles if you buy oolong tea? It doesn't look like normal leaf?
Always, yeah. I think
and they unfurl and get really big.
Okay.
So maybe it has...
See, I have some tea culture.
This is very cherry and floral.
Like this.
It's really good.
It is very nice, huh?
It has a lot of aroma.
So this one is kind of like
processing
the cherry blossom trees that are famous. Those are famous in Japan, right? The cherry blossom. That's kind of what this tea is inspired by those cherry blossom teas, with the flowers and the cherry.
And it has cherry in it?
Yeah, it has cherry flavor in it.
It has a lot of aroma, and then it actually kind of reminds me of Japanese food in general, which is might smell strong and whatever, but then has a more mild like you expect more of a kick, and sometimes Japan always tries to like seem to target like the perfect mild flavors instead of like going.
That's my jam.
Yeah.
So sencha teas are steamed immediately after harvest. It halts oxidation, then rolled and dried into distinctive cylindrical shape.
Yeah, they're like flat. It's kind of like a flat cylinder type shape.
Oh, okay.
Do you say it? They halt oxidation. They're like.
Yeah. So when they steam it, then it doesn't oxidize. If they don't steam it, the leaf itself it just turns oxidizes and starts turning black.
Yeah.
Which is how it becomes the black tea, I guess.
That's
Wow. Learning more.
So, I would say all green teas are somewhat processed to stop the oxidation, right? Like it's either toasted or
pan fried
or steamed. Yeah. No,
That doesn't.
I wonder if there's.
pan roasted, kind of. Not fried.
I wonder if there's an industrial way, because I know that when bananas come across the ocean to stop them from like ripening, they're like held in essentially like tanker style boats that pump nitrogen into the holding bays just to like stop them from off-gassing normally. I think it's nitrogen. Because there's like some way they stop them.
had a banana this morning and I was like, these go ripe so fast.
Yeah, exactly.
That's right. How do they get them across the oceans?
So it'd be cool if they picked a bunch of tea and then they need to quickly put it in like a nitrogen-filled room just to, I don't know, before they roll them.
Maybe they do. I think there is a lot of processes are pretty ancient. Like they're traditional, very traditional, you know. But I bet there's some modern companies doing some experimental stuff, or
if it's going to happen, it's probably going to be in Japan. Some mixture of highly modern and
I was actually
traditional
thinking
practices.
about. Because, like, making matcha apparently is making the matcha powder. Like, you have to have a certain equipment. I was just thinking to myself, I was like, can you actually either freeze-dried or not even that, like, to get it really to a powder, like, could you use liquid nitrogen? Like,
You could. You just couldn't market your matcha as made to Japanese specifications.
I guess if it passes through the sieve, does it have to be specifically exactly that way?
You
No,
could
just
name
that
it not
But what
matcha.
if you experimented and created a supreme product, like a superior product?
Frostcha or something.
Frostcha. Yeah, there you go. See, good. Brian is up on the branding name. Frostcha. Opening a new
Here we go.
tea-shaved ice. Tea-shaved ice.
Oh yeah.
Check. This has those little tiny hairs too.
So what's this one called?
This is
Same. It's the same.
This is
It's
the
the
second wash.
of the same tea.
Oh.
Much milder.
Mm-hmm.
I get more of the floral and cherry and less of the green tea.
Yeah.
in this
the
wash.
Cherry definitely open.
The main thing is the first time
You
you're
would think
drinking
cherry would come through more on the first wash though, because it's a flavor added. What do you think?
I think it comes through the same. There's just less of the green tea in this one, in the second wash.
This green tea has gotten milder.
It's like people will ask me, can you do, how many steeps can you do? Or can this tea be steeped more than once? And my answer is, just try it. See how many you can get. See how many you like.
I've noticed, like, I couldn't tell you which teas in particular have that on the bag, but I've noticed a couple have that. Is that just like trial and error? What you guys have found, like, taste?
There are some that like black teas aren't known for that, but like oolongs are designed to be washed multiple times. So it's usually on the oolongs that you would have noticed that on the labels that say infused multiple times. So if people don't know about it, if people don't know about multiple washes, then when they buy their oolong, it says right there, and they know to do the experiment and steep it more than once.
Sometimes if I make a pot of tea, do you ever just like add a bit more in and then put water in? So it's like a mix of like I guess second wash and some first wash. Is that blasphemy?
I'll just say I don't think I've ever done that, but maybe it's for the best.
But you get it more like that bitter. You know how this is like a little bit more bitter? I don't know. It seems like every second wash is always a little. It is more bitter, right?
I think it is. A little bit.
A little bit, yeah. Well, leaves open up after the first wash. Apparently, second wash is the strongest wash, actually.
Oh,
Brian, can you dump my little
Not
dregs
the
out
first.
on one of the guys?
Oh, you get to pick your tea pet.
Oh, should I try the frogs? I've seen this one.
Even the third wash.
Why is he not
like
gold?
the first wash is supposed to be actually we quickly wash and rinse.
Depending on the tea, though, you don't do that with
Depending on
black
the
tea.
Oh,
You don't never do
'Cause,
that with cream
you
of Earl
wanna,
Grey.
Yeah, you don't want to do that with black. With
What's
certain teas.
Is that just like you get like a more clear flavor? Like what does that like? rinse
Actually,
feel?
like some teas are. It is actually. I think it is because some teas are aged and it could be have dust and stuff on it, and also like some teas are sprayed, too. Like and if you wash it, it helps like first flush the clean it up a little bit, I guess, but.
We
also,
don't.
there's
But we don't.
regulations. I was talking to someone and who's knowledgeable about this, and they were telling me there are regulations that you can't spray. I think 3 weeks or 27 days or something like that.
Maybe,
prior.
but none of our teas are sprayed.
No,
So.
no. But I'm just saying that the tradition of why they do that.
Oh, that's maybe
I'm
where
not
it came
saying
from.
because none of our teas are sprayed. No, like but there are teas.
Yeah, I didn't know that. they
Out
did
there
though,
that
yeah.
are like all the teas you buy in the store. They're not all of them are that high of a quality, and they could have. So this one is called Genmaicha Yamasaki.
This is another one of our OGs.
So this is not a Sencha. This is a Genmaicha. Is that right?
I believe so.
And what?
Oh no. Genmaicha is this has a crazy origin story. This is one of those like mythological origin stories. It's very intense. Okay, so apparently back in like thousands of years ago, essentially in like real like samurai sword fighter times, there was some like samurai lord who was winding down in camp after a battle and was getting his hot water served to him. They would just boil water and drink hot water, and it was green tea. Sorry, I haven't told this story for a while. So he was being served his green tea, and the maid that was serving him like bumped him and was like clumsily had an accident and dropped rice in the tea, and he was so angry that he just like beheaded her on the spot. And then he drank his tea anyway, and the rice like popped in the cup. And that's why Genmaicha has the the popped rice in it, and her name was Genmaicha, and he named it after her after he brutally murdered her.
That's almost sweet.
That's what the legend story is. Is it true? I doubt anyone could ever know for sure.
That is a very interesting story, though. That's one that I'll remember for sure.
Yeah.
So is it toasted or the rice is put in as just fresh rice?
It's toasted and popped.
So guys, someone died for this tea.
That's what they say.
Oh, that's fun.
Oh wow.
Oh, I should actually put that in there. So
It looks like half are toasted, half are like white.
Yeah, popped.
This is like a.
It's like popcorn. Like the rice is toasted and then it pops.
So it's kind of dietary. No, everyone.
Maybe. There's no butter on it though.
low calorie puffed rice.
can we make popped rice like popcorn? Probably.
That's what this is, essentially.
I'm gonna eat one of these.
We're gonna need to watch the How It's Made on popped rice cakes.
That's actually pretty good. You want to try popped rice?
Mm-hmm. Oh yeah.
Does it taste like a rice cake?
Yeah, we should pop rice.
Side business.
Amanda, don't get him started.
Cause I will.
Not bad.
Tea shop / pot rice.
Pot rice franchises. Okay, this is the soup is a very interesting color.
Like the color
It's
of that
very
one.
yellow.
Very nice, very interesting color. Can I give it a smell? So you can smell it. Oh. Brian is the guest. We should
Fill me
Brian.
up. Mm-hmm.
Brian
Ooh.
first.
That's
Ooh, I
very.
like that. That is
Yep.
that nice roasty smell.
That is
Oh
nice,
my-
roasty.
That is, like popcorn.
Oh wow,
Oh my god, that smells so familiar.
this is lovely.
It's amazing how different it tastes from the one.
It's such a like it's very smooth. It's like very ties all the flavors together very well. You know what? The rice and the
This actually, like, to me, smells like, you know how you can get, like, seaweed, like, crisps, kind of?
Oh, yeah.
That's what it smells like to me.
that is true. It does smell like that.
I
a
like
little
this.
bit.
It has a
seaweed,
bit
but
of
that's
that
what it
seaweed
smells like
crisp,
to
yep.
me.
It is it's an excellent tea.
Yeah.
Genmaicha Yamasaki. And we have a great Genmaicha, very high quality.
What do you think, Ryan?
Oh yeah, this is kind of my style of tea.
Have you ever had that before?
I had. Yeah,
Did you have some when you were in Japan?
I did as well. Yeah. There is there's all these like, I wish I could remember the name, but essentially like Yoshinoa's one. There's another one. It's that just like beef bowl. I wish I knew. Oh, gyudon, I think it is, right? Yeah. So, anyways, a popular like breakfast item is just like rice with thinly sliced beef that's roasted with like onions and like a gravy mix thing. And there's a whole bunch of like chains that just sell this one item. And one of the places, which isn't the Yoshinoa one, I forget all the different, but one of them, the rice is, I mean, you always get free tea with your breakfast too. And the tea is just this. So we like to go to that one just because the tea was so much better.
Nice.
Instead of the standard green. So it's kind of interesting that it would be like going to instead of going to McDonald's, going to like Burger King because they had a different drink that was like worth getting.
When were you in Japan? Was that, like, recently?
Yeah, that was pretty recent. That was last February or this February.
This
Oh,
February.
okay,
Yeah.
nice.
We got to cat sit.
Oh, that's the best part.
We did northern Japan in February, so now I want to try southern Japan in the summer. Just we'll do the extremes.
You gotta compare
Because-
them, yeah.
People say don't travel to south in the summer and don't travel to north in the winter. So we're doing the opposite because it was really snowy. It was like insane.
Probably
That's
really pretty, though.
that's the best way to go somewhere and not see a lot of tourists. Go when people go opposite time of when everyone wants to go.
Can you dump that for me?
And we had like really cheap. Japan's cheaper than you'd think to travel, and definitely if you're like in the off-season regions.
And maybe if you're not like centering your travel around Tokyo and those big metro centers where things are expensive, you know. So I'm planning to go next year and
For a tea hunt?
hopefully, yeah. And I think the regions I'm going to might not be the most, or maybe it will be because the tea orchards are beautiful.
You know what's an interesting tea that you'll need to find there that I drank? Guys, I also don't know the name, so it'll be on your tea discovery trip. There's a tea that oddly has the same flavor of tequila, but it's like drinking a like dry, de-alcoholized tequila sometimes. Caitlin hated that tea. That's my wife. But she'd be like, "Oh, you'd get shocked by that at a restaurant." She's like, "It's like they're serving us non-alcoholic tequila."
Was it green tea?
I don't actually even know. It's just like syrup.
What color was the soup? Yeah.
That's a good point. Browner. Yeah.
And was it like
beige.
Japan?
Yeah. Beige tea has a very distinctive tequila-esque taste.
I've heard of, like, bourbon type teas before. Maybe it's in, like, a similar boat as that.
I don't even know if it was meant to be it or just like our taste buds are used to like it might be not.
I'm trying to find, but all I'm getting is tea and tequila cocktails. Apparently that's the thing, tea and tequila.
But you can almost tell that these ricier ones have kind of more of that, I don't know, like barrel aged or something flavor that I wonder if it was just like a mixture of aging and rice and whatever that gives that weird like fermenty, like earthiness that kind of tequila tastes like.
Or maybe they soak it in tequila. Straight up, they just soak it in there.
Well, there's a specific plant that tequila is from. I can't remember what it is.
Agave.
Yeah, there's a specific plant.
Is it agave tea?
Agave is the plant to make tequila, which is like that kind of like
maybe it was
what you put on burns. What's that plant called?
Aloe.
Yeah, it's kind of like in that same group. It's like a spiky bush.
Maybe it was agave tea that it gave you.
I don't think Japan has agave though.
If
you want to make some fancy tequila teas though, because there's agave, which tequila only comes from the blue agave from the tequila region, but there's other agaves that aren't, I guess, this pure blue in other regions, and that's called mezcals, and those are like sometimes really cool and smoky. Those would be fun to pair.
Because
I have a mezcal.
Tequila is one of those things like champagne. You can only call it tequila if it comes from a specific thing.
Yeah.
Because like Rig Hand Distillery makes Yegila for Yeg for Y-E-G because they can't call it tequila.
Oh, clever.
Yeah.
That is good.
Yegila.
Yegila.
Have you had Yegila?
I've never had.
I bet we even have a bottle of it left over from our restaurant days.
You have a bottle of Yegila. Do you
want me to check?
Check, see if you have a bottle of Yegila.
I bet you this would be a great...
we're gonna try it.
Maybe not an always thing, but on holidays, like a pairings, like this tea goes well with this liquor or mezcal. That would be a fun little event.
We actually were thinking about doing cocktails with tea and developing some sort of because we can have probably this is timed out. We can probably have a kind of offering package for bartenders.
Yeah.
Where, we could have a few. I imagine at least, I don't know, 20% of our products would interest bartenders because, like, there's butterfly pea flower, the blue butterfly pea flower, for example.
You have the one that's like, it's called mojito or something too, isn't it? Do you remember?
The mojito tea?
Yeah.
The mojito green, yeah. And some of these can be like, you could essentially, maybe you could use a mojito green tea, for example, to make mojito ice cubes. And then put that in your mojito.
Interesting.
And then as this melts, it kind of like intensifies your mojito rather than dilute it. So
some good options. Yeah, because usually if I ever like go to a cocktail bar, there's some sort of event and people are
no alcohol.
Cocktails aren't necessarily my thing, but you go there and my biggest thing is most are too sweet. So having like tea pairings with whatever might be like nice for people like me that don't want sweet alcoholic drinks.
That's true. Like one of my friends was saying he's seen this interesting tea bar concept somewhere where like essentially like it's all tea cocktails but not alcoholic. And there's apparently like a growing I've heard there's definitely a growing market for mocktails.
Oh yeah,
like
for sure.
A new generation of people a lot less people are drinking apparently.
Yeah, apparently like the millennial generation and then forward are like basically not drinking.
We have a millennial here. Oh no, I'm a millennial.
I think I would
You're
be
a Gen Z.
You're a Gen Z.
Okay,
Yeah.
even better.
And the rest of we're all old millennials.
Yeah.
Your peers drink alcohol or not?
I mean we do for like when we have something to celebrate, if it's like a birthday or wedding, but
you're not having a wine after work or going for
I don't do that.
or having a beer. Yeah.
No, I honestly just drink a lot of water.
Yeah.
See, in 80s and 90s, people drink. They they drink at work. They drink at work. Like they had drinks at work.
Oh yeah.
Like I still know to this date, like maybe there are some people still like from that era that still have their alcohol
flask,
cabinet, their whiskey cabinet or whatever.
Because we have a couple friends that own different wine stores, and they were saying that like demographics is a huge challenge with like the higher end alcohol shops. That like they're getting new clientele because the millennials and onward just seem completely uninterested in buying fancy wine or spirits and stuff.
Most people I know too are like, give me the $10 bottle. What's the cheapest wine you have?
Yeah.
See, this straight Sencha has a very smooth, like it has almost a creamy, a little bit of a.
Oh yeah.
So is the difference between this one and the other one? There's just no like cherry in it. Is that it?
So the other one is flavored with cherry and has rose.
Yeah, this one is just straight green.
Just a straight green Sencha. I love it.
Yeah, I like this one's my favorite.
It is delicious. Well, Genmaicha was incredible.
Yeah,
too.
that one.
Like they both were.
This one is more mild and more plain, and I like it.
You know, out of the bag, if I smell these three, I think Sencha would be the most. The cherry rose would be the most intriguing.
I agree.
Yeah.
And then Genmaicha, and then the Sencha would be the most bland, right? But I feel like for drinking right now, I'm thinking actually the straight Sencha first, Genmaicha second, and then the flavored one. For me, personally.
I think for me, I actually would go like Sencha, Genmaicha, the way you have it organized there.
Oh, okay. So you like the cherry
I do.
more
I like
than the Genmaicha.
Yeah.
Okay.
I think I'd go with Amanda's. The straight Sencha, then the cherry rose, then the Genmaicha. Genmaicha's a little
It's
too much
Oh.
flavor for me.
I would almost do the exact, close to that. I would do Genmaicha with the smoky riceness, right? That's that one.
Yeah.
And then this nice basic one. And then I'd actually put the rose petal one last. It was like nice, but it's still a little bit.
It's very fragrant. It's very floral and fragrant.
And that shows you like no matter how nice or it's like there's so many different variety of teas, and that shows you there's a tea for everyone. Like
Everyone's got different taste buds.
like everyone got a little bit different taste buds, a little bit different. Something I might really love. You might I like the pu'ers, and Sarah is totally.
Solar wanted to do pu'ers on the very first episode of the podcast, and I was like,
Sarah's like, I cannot hide my disdain.
I don't think that's a good one because I really don't like them, and
That's
I don't
one
think
of the
our
fermented
first
ones?
I don't think our first episode should be you and I
fighting
about flavors.
It's like episode 10.
Yeah, let's ease our way into that.
But we never fight, really.
Welcome to our podcast. One person hates this. Maybe that would be a good episode.
That
One
would be
person
good,
hates this
actually.
tea, and one person loves
You
this
could have like
tea.
why this is really good, why this is really bad, and like debate. That was the word I was looking for.
There you go.
That'd be interesting.
Solar will have a debate on our pu'er episode.
About?
So where's Pu'er from? With a name like that, Pu'er.
Pu'er City.
It's from Pu'er City in China.
In Yunnan.
Oh.
I didn't know that either.
And it's a fermented tea as well?
Yes. It's Well, Solar, what do you like about it?
Huh?
What do you like about pu'er?
It's very what do I like about pu'er? Yeah, it's a good question. Let me think about that for a second.
Is it a sour or fermentation, or is it?
It's actually it has a lot of. I would say it has a lot of umami. Like it's like very. It's a very developed tea flavor. You know, like if you have a black tea and it just like sits overnight in your teapot, and then if you smell it in the morning, almost like pu'er has a little bit of that. I don't know how to describe
I
it.
don't know if this is the right word. Would you say like savory?
It is savory, for sure. Absolutely. That is the right word for it. It is savory. It's like, I don't want to say cabbage because that makes it not, seem very good.
But it's not umami the same way.
But
it's not the same way like mushroom is umami, like that kind of savoriness.
Oh, there could be maybe mushroom-esque to it.
Could be a little bit earthy. It's very earthy.
Okay.
Very earthy, for sure you could say, yeah. Certain mushrooms might actually, now thinking about it.
Well, invite me for that podcast. I'll try it.
You might like it.
Probably would.
Based on the dinners we've had with you, I bet you'd like pu'er.
This one I can go 3 wash.
We were, our 8-year-old was helping make a sample for me, and I had her, just good for her to practice her reading, because she's got to read the labels and then read the stuff. And I hear her from the other room, oh my God, this tea is disgusting. I'm like, which one are you making? And she goes, and she's trying to read. She's like, laps. I'm like, oh, you're making lapsang souchong.
That's so funny because I knew immediately what she was talking about because I went home after my first interview here and I was like, guys, they have a tea that smells like campfire. Like, I can't wait to try it because it smells like campfire.
Yeah, apparently it's not nice to an 8-year-old's palate.
I think it's really
the smoky tea is not a hit
but
with
Jamie
8-year-olds.
pretty much doesn't like anything. Well, no, she loves the fruit teas actually.
She loves orange creamsicle and peach passion.
Oh, so
Those would probably
many.
be really good.
And she keeps grabbing orange creamsicle off the shelves. The other day I went and opened down there and there we had like 5.
I know, they're all down there. Can you just stop and just use the one that you grabbed? And again, there's a tea for everybody.
Maybe one day too she'll like grow into liking more teas because I was also like that when I was a kid.
Yeah.
I only liked really orange and like cherry teas.
Yeah.
And now I like so many more.
There's lots of adults that don't like lapsang souchong.
That's true.
It's a very, you either love it or hate it, that one.
I think I like the second flush or wash. That's the best. The middle one.
That is true. You are right. I would say. I think that's but as a general rule,
Yeah,
like
good middle ground.
the second wash is the one that has
seems to be the best.
I'm gonna need to start doing 2 for all of my teas.
Well, the thing is, if you wash them that like the way we're washing them, right? Like if you steep it completely for like 10 minutes and then do it another 10 minutes steep, it's not gonna have the same effect.
No, if you should never steep your green tea for 10 minutes.
No, like or 4 minutes or 5 minutes, whatever you do. But this is like 30 seconds literally.
Oh yeah.
So each wash is 30-40 seconds. So you need to do it in one of these with those small amounts. Well, and another thing I like about this, and I was telling Sarah, is in this way of serving tea, your tea, as soon as I serve you guys, you can just grab the tea and drink it. Whereas like if I served you in a British fashion with like a big teapot and whatever,
We'd be waiting.
you'd be waiting probably
quite a bit of time. Are you washed, like, because it's not obviously boiling?
I have a thermos here.
Yeah.
So for green tea, you're supposed to put your hand over it, and if it doesn't burn your hand, like if the steam is not that hot, it is probably cool enough. I would say around under 90 degrees, around 90 degrees. 80 is,
Sure.
80 to 90. But it's you don't want to scorch the green tea leaves. Yeah.
Would that like make it almost taste burnt if you use like boiling water?
I think it just
bitter,
releases
makes it
more of
bitter.
the tannins in the leaf. It just releases more bitterness. Another method of brewing is that I'm really now looking into trying is so that Longjing tea we have, for example, traditionally it's also cold brewed. I didn't know that.
That's actually on our packaging. Because remember when that customer came in and told us about it?
Yeah.
You brew it, you start from cold, and then you bring...
No, that is a different thing because you're drinking it. It's still hot brewing. That is actually interesting. That was an interesting thing that lady told us. A Chinese lady came in, and at the time we didn't have Longjing. So her and her son came in. She didn't know any English. Her son was translating for her. And she said, do you have any Chinese teas? And I was like... we had a couple.
We had chunmi,
and we had like a white tea, and she was like, no, this is not
she was like,
Chinese tea.
You don't have any good Chinese
tea. and kind of like, was like,
she wasn't wrong.
Yeah, she wasn't wrong. She was like, you're not a tourist tea shop, and left. Yeah, basically. And then
we've seriously upped our game since then. She'd be impressed
now.
And
it intrigued us actually, because I was like, what do you mean we don't have Chinese tea? We have to find the teas. I told Sarah, I said, we have to find the tea this lady. And I asked her, what tea was it? And she wrote it in Chinese.
Yeah.
And then we had to like go translate it. Anyways, so we brought that tea in after. And whole lot of other Chinese teas. Actually, kind of learn that, how.
She'd be very impressed with our selection now.
You think?
Oh yeah, if she came in and saw that we had like Beijing and
I think Longjing was the only thing she considered tea though.
Yeah, but I'm pretty sure she'd be impressed with Beijing.
So that method she actually told us about, that is how we make stocks. Really good. If you know how to make stock really well, that is how you make it.
Like soup stock?
Yeah, like bone stock. Yeah,
okay.
Like.
And how do you make it?
Just starting cold.
You start it from cold water, and you maximize the time that it takes to get to the boil, without compromising the thing going bad. Essentially, right? Because you have to raise it fast enough to get to a temperature that bacteria doesn't grow in it anymore. But like more you extend that time, more flavorful essentially your stock becomes, because different compounds release in different temperatures, and like as you give it a really wide range of temperature for it to kind of like affect the product. So it's very interesting that she was essentially recommending the same thing but faster. She was saying just bring it to boil. Yeah. Whereas like I think I was thinking about it, I was like wondering if we actually extend the time that it comes to boil, then you would get even more.
Was she saying that you basically put your leaves, like for example, you put your leaves like in
cold water and then
you boil the water with the leaves in it? You bring it to
boil, and as soon as it starts rolling, you turn it off.
And then but your leaves were in the water the whole time.
Huh?
Your leaves were in the water the whole time?
The whole time it was coming to.
Okay, yeah.
So something we should try. We should try it on the podcast one time.
Yeah, when we do Longjing, let's do it.
Longjing taste, yeah. And then I realized after on Red Note I saw people are cold brewing it in ice. Like so you throw a bunch of ice in the bottom of your vessel. You put you sprinkle your tea over it, and then you put more ice over the top, and just let it sit in the fridge with ice like that overnight, and let the ice slowly melt. And
that's like a cold steep for an iced tea.
Yeah, but you didn't even our cold steeps. We never did it with ice like that.
No, but you could.
I think the ice like that creates extra. I don't know, some condensation or whatever. I don't know. Possibly. I'm wondering, does it really affect maybe it affects the flavor of the brew? I don't know. We have to try it, test it. We have to test it regular. We have to do 3 tests. We have to test it with the ice method. We should test it with straight up throw it in cold water, stick it in the fridge. And we should test it with the way that lady told us. And we should also test it our regular way.
Let's do it.
You should test it a way that let it melt, but then refreeze it. See if somehow,
if you were to
like the ice crystals maybe punch out more flavor.
You could brew your tea and then turn it into ice
so
cubes.
like freeze it, like let it freeze.
Like let
with the tea leaves in it.
Like let it start softening, the ice start melting into it, but then refreeze it at some point once the tea leaves have become like wet or soaked.
All right. So what do you think about Japanese teas? Would any of these be your everyday?
Well, I think the rice tea would just be a good mix for like a standalone. You know how those other teas seem like they would be like good with stuff, like a normal tea with dinner or after dinner. But that rice one would be like a fun tea for just on its own. Yeah, because it's so just robust and different.
Interesting. And like my tea drinking experience always was since I was a kid. We had tea and then we had it with sweets and stuff. Like even high tea when we did it at the restaurant. Yeah. Everyone has this idea of tea has to go with sweets or cookies or some sort of like pastry or savory.
Dessert after your meal, then you get your tea.
Yeah, exactly. And even like in Turkish restaurants, they give you at the end of the meal tea and baklava or whatever. Or but it's interesting that you say like I've recently grown to like tea on its own a lot too.
You know what I like tea with is the best pairing is, if you go to like a Vietnamese restaurant and you're drinking or you're eating like pho or like soup, then like more hot liquid doesn't seem like necessarily a need. But when you're eating some of like the cold meal dishes, I think tea is perfect pairing for like if you're wanting a cold summer meal, like a vermicelli bowl, then you still get something that's like your nice warm.
Even with the soup, I have the tea always because like it clears you right up. It's so good. I'm like in the cold winter days, I go in there and like I love those Vietnamese noodle places. You go to those noodle places?
I think I've like been to a couple, but not very often.
Yeah, they do vegetarian stuff too, I'm sure.
What would be good though? Because
they good lemongrass type stuff, which would be pretty good probably.
There's a few cold dishes that don't usually, I've never heard they need to be paired with tea, but you think of like those cold soups, like cucumber soups, or there's like, that'd be good. You need to find a tea pairing that goes with some other cold dinner dishes.
Are we trying to wrap this up now? Okay.
Oh,
okay.
Okay. People want to buy tea. Okay.
All right. That's it for today.
Thank you.
Thank you.